Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Happy, bringing you the latest and most up-to-date information about Final Fantasy. Today we're going to be talking about all the spells that you can cast in Final Fantasy 15. I hope that you stick around because this is really freaking awesome stuff that you gotta see. Okay, guys, sorry I'm so hyped today, but I'm just hyped about this game. This game is going to be so freaking amazing. I just wanted to bring out right out of the way, I'm going to be able to go to the Final Fantasy 15 Uncover event in Los Angeles, California. I'll be doing streams throughout this week to basically raise money so that I could buy a plane ticket to go all the way to Los Angeles, California, because I'm around from the New York, New Jersey area, so I'm nowhere near there. So I'll be doing a whole bunch of streams so that I could go all the way to Cali with your guys' help. Of course, I'm gonna be giving you guys something for you helping me out. It's not gonna be, just me taking money from you guys. I'm gonna be giving you really rare amiibos, 3 of them to be exact. I'm gonna raffle them away, but I'll get into that some other time. I just wanted to get started with these news that you guys gotta know. Okay, so the ATR this year was amazing. It was a really amazing key event that Final Fantasy 15 has had. They talked about the magic, and they talked about magic very, very in depth. They didn't just, cover it generally. They really spend a lot of time into it. Now, besides regular magic like slow, haste, there's also 3 key magics that we're gonna get in this game. It's gonna be fire, thunder, and ice. Those are the 3 key magic spells that we're gonna get. Now, the reason why I didn't want to say spells at first is because it's not necessarily a spell that you're gonna use it. There's 2 types of magic schools. The first one is magic that you could put in an item, such as a grenade, or they exactly didn't go over what kind of items, but one of them is a grenade. You could put fire magic in a grenade. Once you throw that grenade, the grenade will explode and things will happen. I'll talk about those things in a little bit, okay? Because it's not just very simple, oh, that's just a grenade. No. This has to do with magic. The other type of magic is called ring magic, and only the Lucius family gets to use this magic. It's been given to them by the crystal. They own the crystal, like I said in my other video. If you haven't seen that video, you can see it right here. But the Lucius family has a crystal that lets them use magic, and that type of magic is called ring magic. And again, they didn't go too much in depth on how you're going to be able to use ring magic, but it's a different type of magic school, basically. Okay, so besides these 3 schools type of magic, they also went into certain details about what you're seeing right here, Toad. This is an enemy that's gonna be able to cast Toad on you. The spell Toad has been in Final Fantasy since, I believe the beginning. Since the beginning of Final Fantasy, bad guys could cast Toad on you, and I believe blue mages could also cast Toad on you. Blue mages are mages that could take the ability from bad guys and use it on bad guys themselves. So they could learn such abilities such as Bad Breath from Malboro, or Toad from whatever other creature out there. So yeah, anyways, Toad, it has been in development, and as you could tell, they're very far ahead. They show you, walking mechanics and running mechanics is all different. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. Alright, so first of all, let's get into fire. What fire is going to be able to do. As you guys could tell here, when Noctis threw the grenade, or when fire was casted, whichever one you want to say, everything caught on fire. The fire spread. Yes, fire is not just like old school fire, where if you throw fire, fire 3 looks a lot bigger than fire 2, or fire 1 looks, a little bit smaller than fire 2, or fire 3, etc, etc. No, it's nothing like that. Magic here is 100% by the environment, okay? So if you throw fire, especially like in dry patches, the fire will spread. Right? And as you can tell here, not only did it spread throughout everything, this whole area, it spread out even a little bit more, and it will also spread out so much where you see the trailer in the back will blow up as well. So you got to be very careful on how you use fire in this game. Also, if they have gone out of their way to make fire very realistic, your friends will be scared of it. Like, if they see fire, they're like, whoa, so they try to jump away from it. And fire here is like an AoE, so if you throw fire in a certain spot, it will blow up. AoE stands for area of effect. If you throw it in this spot, it will spread out and blow up even more. Okay, also your allies or the bad guys, their clothes will catch on fire as well, so you got to be careful with that, right? Because your friends could potentially die from landing in fire, so you got to be careful with that. Another little key thing about fire is that the game determines what's flammable and what is not. What does that mean? It means that if you throw fire, let's say at a piece of steel, more than likely it's not gonna catch on fire at all, because steel is resistant. Steel is typically resistant to fire, so is water. If you throw fire like at water, water is not flammable, so it won't catch on fire. So the game determines what's flammable or not. All right. And speaking about water, in the rain, if you use fires, you might be able to get it off a little bit, but the flames won't spread at all, like in AoE, like if you were just on a dry day or something like that, right? And also in the rain, it's a much better time to use thunder, because thunder, yes, you're gonna be able to use thunder, and thunder is a much stronger spell during the rain than fire. Okay, so let's talk about thunder really fast. Thunder is gonna be able to be used primarily like during rain, like I said before. You can use it during the day, but it won't be as strong as if you were to use it when it was raining outside. Also, if thunder hits such things like a light pole or something like that, it might turn that light pole on. So I think that they're gonna use the spells in a way for you to use it, like move throughout the game, you know, so that you could, like, let's say, hey, this machine is not working, bam, you use thunder, now the machine is working, you get me? Like something like that. Like they're gonna be using all these spells in order to, in a way, progress the game. Also, if thunder hits something that, let's say thunder hits a machine, it will do a lot more damage to that machine than it would do to like something that is made out of rubber. It won't affect something that's made out of rubber at all. So you gotta be careful on exactly what enemies you use thunder on, because you know you might be using thunder over and over again and be like, hey, why isn't this guy going down? And it's because it all depends on what he's made out of. So you got to be very careful with that. All right, so the last spell is Blizzard. Blizzard kind of took me by surprise when they talked about it, because when I thought of Blizzard, I always thought, you know, hey, it's an ice spell, you know, whatever, it's an ice spell. But no, Blizzard in this game will actually freeze the enemies, right? You'll see the enemies, like when you use Blizzard on them, start to move slower, and slower, and until they just fall to their death. Yes, Blizzard is like a real life blizzard, where if you stand, you know, in a blizzard for too long, you might, you know, slow down and die, you know. So that's pretty cool. Also, if you use Blizzard on water, and this is kind of neat, because I thought that there might be like a certain spot in the game where you need to walk on top of water in order to get somewhere, and they actually made Blizzard this way, I think because of that. Blizzard, if you use it in water, you'll be able to walk over the surface of the water, because the surface of the water will become frozen for a certain period of time. And talking about periods of time, you know, if you use fire and it leaves the ground scorched for a while, it'll leave the ground scorched maybe for a day. It won't like bring it back right away. So you got to be careful exactly how you use fire. The same thing with lightning. If lightning attacks a certain spot, it'll leave that spot like that for a little bit. So by the same token, Blizzard, if you freeze water, it'll leave it frozen, but for a much less time than, let's say, if you burn grass or something like that. Okay, so the two type of magics, again, I'll go over, is elemental magic. You can use that to store magic into items, such as a grenade. And then there's ring magic, which can only be used by the Lucius families, which is Noctis family again. Okay, and basically that's all I wanted to talk about for today about magic. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope I'm doing the best to bring you guys this news in the most clear way that I could possibly bring it to you guys. I really hope that you enjoy it, and if you did enjoy it, please make sure that you hit that like button. I didn't ask for like in the beginning of this video because I typically don't, but hey, if you guys could, you know, do me that solid and hit like, I will really appreciate it. Also share it with your friends if you can, and if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. It really does help out the channel to have many subscribers. Again, that's all I want to talk about for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching this. Ratata. Have a nice day.
Yeah.